Yes, remember it was in the motorhome down in Pickens County. We just grabbed him, sat him down, took about 45 minutes or so, did an interview, and we're going to show you a little bit of this, and we want to encourage you. Get in your car on Friday afternoon, leave work about 12 o'clock, spend some time getting to know the communities that we serve, and head up toward Hiawassee. So right now, let's go to Percy Sledge 1 year ago. Now, Percy, this is the kind of backstage I'm getting used to. You know, we're not in one of those noisy concert halls. We're not listening to a band warming up. We're sitting in the motorhome. I'm getting spoiled.
Well, I think it's really beautiful.
It's a nice trip. Now, you just came in from a trip. You've been abroad. You've been in Belgium?
Yeah, I played in Belgium this past weekend.
Okay. Have you got a little jet lag going on?
I'm telling you, can't you look at me and say, I know my friends.
I don't know how you did it.
It's you know, I was just telling my driver, it doesn't make, no matter how much you go over there, you can never get used to it, you know.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have that jet lag no matter what.
Is there about a 9-hour time difference? What is it?
No, but well, for mine, where I live in Baton Rouge, it's 7 hours, and Atlanta is 6 hours.
Wow. Okay. You travel, you choose to stay on the road, and you choose to travel. At your age, could you have retired and given it up and taken the wonderful music away from us? You could have done that, but you still are out here performing, giving folks live Percy Sledge the best.
Yeah, you know, that's something that you just can't quit doing. You enjoy it so much, you know, and just like I went to Belgium this past weekend, I got to see friends I hadn't seen in a year or two, and that's what keep you going. Your friends all over the world, at home, and plus you enjoy it so much. You know, we had so much fun back in most of the shows during those years we was recording that music. You know.
Okay. Yesterday we did trivia on the morning show talking about when a man loves a woman. I don't care who you are. There has never been anybody that wasn't affected by that song. You either danced to it, you cried to it, you went to sleep listening to it, or you were mad at some man thinking about it. That is, you know, that is the song. Now tell me what that song has meant to you over the years.
Well, you know, it's a true story about my life where I put that song together.
Don't.
Yeah, it's really true. Yeah, it happened when I was in high school. I was wanting to date this girl, and she was 2 grades higher than me. And I couldn't get a date because they always tease about robbing the cradle, you know. And so I graduated in the year of 1958. She graduated in 56. So I met on a blind date 3 years later. I was working at Cobb County Hospital as an orderly. And my friend was dating my cousin. And he asked me, he said, would you like to go out Saturday night with me? I told him, no, I'm just going to stay at home and watch the ball game. He said, come on, let's go have a few drinks, have some fun. So he kept asking, I said, okay, I'll go. See, he got a nice looking lady that might want to go with me, a blind date, you know, and it happened to be that girl. Yeah.
Oh, well. Did it work out?
Well, it worked out. We dated, you know. But, we never get married or nothing like that, but it's a beautiful story, and it's been told so many times all over the world. And I thought that she had left me for another guy. That's why I wrote the song, Why Did You Leave Me, Baby, and changed the lyrics to one man. That's a woman. You do everything. You sleep out in the rain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this song. Oh.
And see, I was thinking, well, I would do all these things for others, so how could you leave me? See, my best friend told me a lie, told me that she had left me, but she hadn't. And so I found out later when I went and found her up in New York, in New Jersey, and she asked me, I'm making it short, she asked me, say, did you record a record? I said, I sure did. I said, it was about you. And she was shocked. She said, I told my friends that was your voice that you recorded.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Now let's talk a little bit about your career. How many years?
Well, now let's see. April the 10th, 66 was when A Man Loves a Woman first come out.
I can tell you the day, the moment, the first time I ever heard it, I did stop still and said, whoa, listen to this song. It had that same effect on everybody.
I even talked to sailors on the ship that was on the ocean. When they first heard that song,
Oh,
they said it
yeah.
looked like it was coming from heaven. They come running and say, where in the world is this coming from?
That's exactly right.
I've had soldiers and people all over the world say that voice is just so, it's just so different from most R&B singers.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's talk a little bit about a song that probably a lot of guys have listened to. And they say, yeah, that dirty dog woman done me wrong. Take time to know her. Is there a little history behind that one?
Well, no, what happened, I was in the middle of a session, and a guy came in and also shows Gwen was up in the control room recording. We was doing one of old Smokey Robinson song, You Really Got a Hold on Me.
Oh, like that.
And so this guy just walked in and opened the door. And when he opened the door, you automatically, the session had to stop, you know? How he got by our secretary, we don't know. And so Quinn said, who in the world is this guy coming in the middle of the session? He said, okay, guys, let's take a break. It's almost lunchtime anyway. And so I'm looking for Quinn out in Percy, Sledge. So I got a song. So Quinn said, okay, well, come on up now. You done disturbed me.
Now that you've already torn the session apart, yeah.
And so he come up there with 2 yellow sheets about that long. Almost these pages. I mean, lyrics. And he read the poem to me and Quinn. I was sitting there in the control room. And he came home early one night and caught kissing on another man. And
Can you imagine that?
And he didn't like it. He jumped on it. He done this. He said, Percy? I said, yeah. He said, man, we can't sing nothing like this. Your fans would never want you to sing nothing.
Oh, I love this song.
And so Quinn, Marlon Green was my guitar player, and Jeannie Green, the one here singing beautiful voices. They was all standing there, and they told me, well, Percy said, well, Quinn had gave up on it. Quinn said, we can't sing nothing like that. But Marlon called me over. He said, Percy, if you like part of this song, said, oh, the guy's going to dead lunch. Said, well, you can stay here and take a mark and mark out all this slang stuff, you know. And I think you can make a beautiful poem out of this, you know. Mama said, take time to know, come right back.
It's an awesome song.
And still using all that slang. And sure enough, we sat down in the middle of the floor. And when the band got back, the first thing we started working on was Take Time to Know Her.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Boom, 2 cuts we had it cut.
Oh, yeah. I can see that song just flowing. I mean, it is one of those, the minute it hits, you're like, ooh, I gotta hear this song.
Well, you see, it was a simple song, and that's where all writers writes my songs and producers produces me, because I'm one of those real simple country soul singers, you know. It's just a beautiful, simple poem. That's all it takes with me. And then I express it from my...
Well, I started to say, once that voice opens up, the heck with the poetry, yeah, you just take over. Now, let's talk about where people will be. We know you're going to be at the Georgia Mountain Fair today. Great opportunity for folks to see you locally. Where